Hey YouTube, what goes on? Welcome to this Action Figures Live 705. We're on location. We are here hanging out, chilling in Warminster, Pennsylvania, in our hotel room after day one of ZoloCon. I'm on camera. That's a rare thing, as you are aware. I got my laptop here. You can't really see it on camera, maybe a little bit. Try to interact with everybody as best we can while you are at home. We're going to talk about ZoloCon 2022. What a great time we had today here at the show, as well as the AEW reveals today from FanFest down in Orlando, Florida. So we figured what a better way to do this is go live right here with you on camera, because we had nothing really to show and take apart and mess around with the hands. So we figured this is the best way to go about that today. But before we get to any of that, special guest, first time here on the channel, especially face on camera, Mr. SixPacksAndKnickKnacks himself. Say hello to everybody.
What goes on, YouTube? As the phrase is well known now. Happy to be here this evening. And yeah, special live at 7:05 from Warminster, Pennsylvania, here from the Holiday Inn. Yeah, we're doing 7:05 live on the road. And yeah, a great day today at ZoloCon, checking out all the different stands, all the different vendors that were there. And just what a great experience, and looking forward to getting back there tomorrow for day two.
All right, everybody. So I will be looking down occasionally. I have the laptop with me here on the lap. Six Packs, would you say that we are chilling at the Holiday Inn?
I would believe Chingy would have something to say about that.
Yeah,
millennial reference. Look at that.
Hello out there to OK Figures. Good sir. What's going on? What's up? Cody is in the house. Alyssa T is with us in the room as well. She's chilling over there for the producer spot in the director's chair, a.k.a. playing her Switch on the soft bed. Ryan Sweeney, what's going on, guys? Again, I have a bit of a delay from what I'm seeing, obviously, here on the phone to the correlation with the laptop. But always great to see people here hanging out with us. We had a day. We had a freaking day today here in Warminster. It was a great time. First of all, huge shout out to Dark Joker Zin Dante for the Infinity Equation podcast. He was holding it down today with us here at ZoloCon. The great Art G was here as well with us, hanging out. Jersey Geek YouTube Toy Hunter was here today hanging out as well. And you cannot leave out the man, the myth, the legend, NJ Tree. So we had a great little group of guys walking around today, chilling here at the show. And I don't know, I guess I rolled in around like 10:15 a.m., right around when things opened up. Six Packs, you got here around...
Yeah, I got here right around lunchtime, right around noon, and it was still a packed house. The vendors themselves, folks that I were asking, what were you thinking, when you came here today? Were you expecting a large crowd? A lot did, but a lot were also saying they did not pack enough, simply because the tables by mid-afternoon, a lot of them were bare, and a lot of folks had to get back and get restocked for tomorrow. So a positive atmosphere today on behalf of the customers and the vendors. So things are looking good.
And one major reason that there were so many people here today, because of what's behind us right here, Barney Gumble. No, just kidding. People love him too. Mythic Legions was in the house today here at ZoloCon. They are an annual attendee here at the event, sometimes twice in 1 year, like it was this past year. Mythic Legions, the Four Horsemen, absolutely killing it with that line, as you can imagine. And they they came to play today, Bruce. They had tons and tons of figures in stock. Personally, I did get in line, as I mentioned, around like 10:30 a.m. Line was pretty long. It took about 45 minutes to get up front. Had some nice conversations with people in line. Got what we needed up front, which are lined up back behind us. Some are for us, some are for our other collectors we're friends with from home. And the best thing was, when we walked out around 4:30-ish, still had stacks of products. So huge shout out to Mythic Legion, doing a great job, just slaying it, being a local Jersey company, bringing in so much stock. That's just day one. We're told day two tomorrow. They're going to have exclusives in stock, army builders, everything you need for your Mythic Legion specs of plastic here at the ZoloCon. Six Packs, I think you bought your first Mythic Legion today?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, right on the corner here, let me get my reach across here. Yeah, I picked up the Dwarf Legion Builder and put it right back under the light there. It'll be tough to see, but yeah, it has the resemblance of one Malachi Black, and yeah, had I known there would be some other reveals later in the day, perhaps I would have bought another two-match, since there's now two Malachi Blacks in the works as of today at the FanFest for AEW. So yeah, my first Mythic Legion, actually no, my second Mythic Legion, Krampus. the exclusive Krampus, the Black Krampus, this past holiday season, an amazing figure. But now having this, it certainly complements the Krampus figure. And hey, when Malachi comes in, you know where he's going to be standing next to.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
This is also
Tommy Dreamer in the house.
a universal drinking game, by the way. Every single time one of us says absolutely, we will take a sip of that sweet live to 7 to 5 elixir. Condescending sip. But anyways, yeah, Mythic Legions, huge, huge day. Huge reason why people do come to this show. In addition to that, just I think it's about 22,000 square feet, something like that. 2 levels of toy hunting. Obviously, we'll get a toy hunt video, possibly 2, coming out later this week. So very excited. We're going to try to squeeze every drop we can of content out of this weekend because the gas tanks, well, it costs a lot to get here right now.
You got to squeeze every drop out of that, too.
Yeah, we're going to leave it at that. So as we're making our purchases, I'm like, well, I could buy another army builder, but that's like half of the tank of gas to get home. So we'll leave it at that regarding the cost of gas to get here. But we all still found a way to get here safely as well. Some people jumping into the chat. James, a.k.a. Ratface, is in the house. What's going on, sir? Again, I'm trying to also man the laptop here to interact in the chat as best I can. So I apologize for looking down instead of forward at the camera the entire time. OK Figures says, cheers.
Hey,
good
cheers.
Sir. Cheers, good sir.
We're doing the double nugget nectar from Trogs here tonight. So, yeah, we had that stashed in the fridge for a little while for a special occasion. And, hey, no time like the present.
We are not sponsored, although Trogs, if you're interested.
Yeah, if you're interested, hey.
We're here.
You know, 6-packs and knickknacks, it goes together.
Rolando is also in the house. What's going on, Rolando? What's up, man? So, hey, guys, this is a rare night for us. If you want to share this, throw it out to other people we do talk to here in the chat. Let them know we are live, talking about AEW, talking about ZoloCon, and our pickups. As far as pickups are concerned, we did talk about the Mythic Legions. So we did pick up multiple army builders for today. A friend of the channel who did hook me up with the G.I. Joe Cobra Commander Supreme figure about a year or two ago at cost. Thank you, sir. Hit me up and said, hey, I see you're rolling in. So we did pick up a couple of the army builders I already have. I do have the Templar Knight, the Black Knight, and the Skull Army Builder. So he wanted one of each of those. So, sir, I'll talk to you later about that. My own personal collection, I decided to pick up 2 of the different knights. So I picked up the more traditional-looking knight, and I also picked up Baron Volgar. You can tell I'm not too well themed in the mythos of Mythic Legions. But again, excellent-looking figures for sure. And as far as my other pickup, which I was very excited about, shout out to NJ Tree for making sure I did find this. As I told him I was in the market for it, I did pick up 1 Marvel Legend today, and there it is. I picked up the Iron Man Build-A-Figure Abomination figure because I needed that freaking leg to finish my clearance Abomination. It's been an abomination what they're asking for on eBay for this thing. So I ended up, it was up for 65, picked it up for 60. Couldn't be more happy with the deal that I got on this. Great vendor upstairs here at ZoloCon. So yeah, we got our leg, we're good to go. And I'm gonna buy that headpiece at VR Hobbies, which, before I forget to mention it, VR Hobbies also having their toy show this upcoming Saturday in Allentown, Pennsylvania on Lehigh Street. Lehigh Street, that's right, Lehigh Street.
Lehigh Street?
Lehigh Street at the South Mall location. Fantastic, fantastic show. Every single time I've gone. They do a few of them a year. But if you're in the area, you want to check that out. Check out their website at VR Hobbies. Also at their Instagram page. Give Kevin a shout. Great dude, great on shopping. And to be a great experience at that show next Saturday as well. So 6-packs. What are some of the AEW figures announced today that we were looking at frantically on our cell phones while we were hunting today?
Yeah, so we're walking around the entire time, and my watch, I was getting the notifications. I had everything synced up, and yeah, Ringside kept posting. So I got a notification. Ringside just posted a picture. 30 seconds later, Ringside just posted another picture. And you know something's going on when you get that notice. So I popped on the phone, and yes, they have unrivaled, unmatched, and now this Supreme series that they're going to bring forth, which really is comparable to what you see in the WWE Ultimate Editions. And just talking at the top level with those figures, you're going to be seeing Cody and Britt Baker in the first 2 figures in Wave 1.
MD.
It's going to be insane. The number of swappable heads, attire, torso, everything is included. And they haven't set a retail price just yet. Perhaps it's out there. I haven't seen it. I don't believe you have either. But everything looks amazing. Until I saw Wave 2. This horned beast, known as Malachi Black.
He's a black dark soul.
It came out earlier that there would be one of the, it was either in the Unrivaled or Unmatched series that they would have the first figure for him. But they're going to have a Supreme figure for Malachi Black. Swappable heads, not just the heads, but obviously it's going to have the injury surrounding the eye, which carries over from a storyline when he was with WWE. Again, genius. But the swappable antlers on these heads, it just looks amazing. The resemblance to what you see over in Bavaria, Krampus, everything will just fit together. It's going to be amazing just with the accessories that are going to be included in this wave. It's a premium line. I'm sure the retail will reflect that, of course. But as that line does launch, I will have to get that pre-order submitted ASAP.
I have to add as well, possibly my favorite reveal that we saw today from FanFest, and I'm going to get choked up, but I might. The 2-pack between Brody Lee and his son. Wow. I mean, I thought they might eventually go down this road, but you want to talk about something that's just, you need like 5 of between loose on your shelf, in box. I've recently pre-ordered the Brody Lee from the Dark Order wave, which, by the way, we have Johnny Hungy back here. He is sporting a complimentary sword, which was given to us by Mythic Legions. So I kind of feel like Johnny Hungy might need to have a sword now. Maybe you can take Drew McIntyre's because he don't swing that thing too well anyway.
No, not anymore.
But I digress. But yeah, an amazing piece having -1.
Yeah.
And his father, Brody Lee, R.I.P., taken too soon. So very cool seeing that reveal today from AEW as well. Switching back to ZoloCon a little bit, SixPacksAndKnickKnacks. What is something else you saw there today that maybe you didn't necessarily purchase, but that you really thought was a cool piece you might think about picking up tomorrow on day 2?
It's a line that has been out a very long time, but it was only out for one wave, and that is the King of the Hill action figures. And that's going back to 2002, I believe. And they, I believe, have one figure left. It's Luann Platter. If anyone out there knows Luann Platter, have a drink.
Cheers, Luann Platter. Wait a minute. Absolutely.
Absolutely. But those figures are highly looked after right now, simply because there's all that talk about can King of the Hill be coming back. And again, there has been truly no other wave of King of the Hill figures other than seeing these one-offs, the San Diego Comic-Con of Hank Hill. You have the Loyal Subjects with Bobby and Hank with the propane tank, Dale Gribble. But they have all those figures looking at almost, I guess, now 20 years. Hard to believe that. But those figures are just, they're a collector's item, and whether it be loose or on card, this was mint on card. It's something I have to think about tomorrow, but yeah, we'll kick the tires on it tomorrow when we get back there.
I would just like to give a huge shout out right now to Eric Living Good in the house. Eric, thanks for joining us tonight, buddy. Greg is in the house. I believe that's Legends _and_Pops _. What's up, Greg? Just playing, man. What's going on, sir? Good to see you here tonight, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Again, if you just joined us, we're living it up here at the Holiday Inn across the street from Warminster, PA's The Fuge here at ZoloCon. If you are in the area and you are free tomorrow on your Sunday, it's a tremendous show to stop by. If you're unfamiliar with ZoloCon, in addition to the great toy hunting and again, vendors that are here, also interacting with other hunters, other community members. The facility itself is gorgeous. Check out The Fuge online if you want to see what it looks like. It's used for a lot of banquets and receptions and things right now, but it's a form of essentially NASA facility. They did NASA training, I believe. It's basically a NASA museum now. So you basically have all sorts of awesome just NASA memorabilia. There's what would you call it, a control room?
Yeah, a control room upstairs. There's a mock capsule. I won't even say it's a mock capsule. It might be a replica for the training that was done inside the facility. And just, with all the different artifacts and the atmosphere itself, it's the perfect place to have your Star Trek, your Star Wars, anything that may be themed around outer space and the unknown. So yeah, people are walking through the doors, cosplay, dressed up, ready to go. Everyone that was there today, again, I can't say it enough. So happy to be back. It's not the digital toy shows. It's back being in person, actually getting to hold the item in hand. And folks are just across the board happy to be out with one another and just play with some toys.
Yeah, and one of the cool things too is, and it's been a while, right? A lot of us have been kind of shut in, not able to get out to these events. I know we've had some over the last year or so, but it's so refreshing to come to these shows. And a lot of us have relied on eBay, or Facebook, whatever it might be, to buy figures. And as I talked about earlier, one of the pickups I made today was that hard to find Iron Man from the Gameverse Abomination. This goes for maybe, what, 85, 90, crazy money on eBay, plus tax, plus shipping. Nothing better than to come to a show and give your money to another collector, another vendor, have that conversation. Again, it was marked up at $65. I talked with the owner for a few minutes. I paid less than that. So it's just so much energy in the room when you're at these shows. And it really reminds you that as much as it's about the plastic, it's also about the community and the interaction, which is one of the reasons we have Live at 705, so we can all talk, communicate, interact as a community. I know I like to rip up my toys on camera, but it's not just about that. It's about also sharing, hearing your thoughts, and hearing what you're purchasing as well. I am trying to interact here as much as I can here on the screen. Again, usually I am sitting at the actual phone. I can put comments up on the screen, but we're making it work as best we can tonight.
That's right.
As far as the show itself, again, goes, something else to add that's very cool is additionally some other retro vintage items. So we talked about the action figures, video games, old magazines. I saw a cool table of collectible vintage lunch boxes.
Wrestling T-shirts.
Wrestling
T-shirts.
T-shirts.
Wrestling T-shirts as well.
Artwork, prints. I mean, what can you add Six Packs these besides the actual action figures themselves?
If you were born in the 80s, the 90s, there was something there. I can't think of everything that was sitting on the tables. There was just so much. Getting back in that traditional atmosphere of actually going through all the different items. It was overwhelming, but it was awesome. But yeah, if you're looking, I think I saw figures of the Tick, VR Troopers from back in the day, WCW 1991 trading cards. I mean, yes, it's all here. Random, yes. Do I need it? Perhaps, but it's all here. And that's the cool thing. You get to come in, you get to hang out again with the community, with your fellow friends that you've spoken to and met through these different channels online over the past 2.5 years. And for the first time, I met a number of folks today, in body. Hey, this is you. We're calling each other by our call names from on Instagram rather than our first names, which it's kind of funny. We should have our hello, my name is at hashtag whatever the case may be. But it's nice to be back doing this type of thing and just being a part of the community and having that fraternal sense of we're back.
Yeah, it was great. Something odd, I should say odd, interesting that I saw. I know NJ Tree's here in the chat. He was hanging out with us today as well. Again, NJ Tree, thanks for finding that Iron Man figure. Good looking out, sir. I saw not a 2-pack, but 2 different separate carded figures of the SWAT Cats. Okay, now if you're around my age, which is like 30, you're probably familiar with the SWAT Cats animated series.
You said 30?
Yeah, closer to 40, unfortunately, nowadays. You're closer to 30 than I am, sir. But they had the SWAT Cats cards, but they were definitely in another language. I'll be very honest, I'm not a world traveler. I couldn't tell you what language it was in. I wasn't that interested in kind of studying it. They wanted a couple $100 for each, so I'm guessing it's a pretty rare item. Also, I think SWAT Cats was greenlit for also a revival series, which was great, but I'll digress. But yeah, 6 packs, you couldn't have been more on the head with that one. Just any line you could think of. Migos, older retro carded things. All sorts of X-Men animated series, Toy Biz carded figures. I know Archie, great friend of the channel, who was there today. I found a great piece. I won't spoil what it was because he'll show us on his haul later this week. But we all know from watching his Great Hunt videos that he has been amassing the original retro-carded Marvel figures to go along with the current Marvel Legends retro-carded figures. So he found some great pieces there from Phantasm Toys. Plug for them again. Amazing, amazing local store from what I understand. Haven't been there in person, but they're always at toy shows. They always have a great table, super friendly owner. So check them out as well online. But just a great time in general.
I really can't say much more on top of that. The one thing I should have mentioned as well, there were Simpsons items that were on hand, and for me, it's always tough to find carded Simpson items. But there was a shop, and I'm not able to recall the name of the actual shop that we stopped and said hello to. But the figures themselves were just brought in this week, and essentially they said they just threw them in the truck and they brought them down to the show, and they were just looking to get them out the door.
Phantasm. That's
Phantasm.
That, yeah.
Phantasm. So today I ended up picking Sideshow Mel. Is the bone in the hair for the less familiar. And then we all know Captain McAllister. He's the drunk captain who usually runs the oil tanker aground. So, he's there. He's got the corncob pipe, rules with an iron fist, and a wooden leg.
With a button nose.
And a button nose.
And two identical.
But the ultimate pickup here, and I had to ask the question not once, not twice, but thrice, was this Mayor Quimby Town Hall. Make sure I don't have the angle of the light there reflecting too hard. So what's the price on this? So this is the animatronic Playmates Simpsons figure. So it has Town Hall as Mayor Quimby. And I said, hey, what's the price? $5.
Not $10.
I said, what?
Not $10.
Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 10, 15, 20? Even more? $5. I said, no questions asked. I'm happy to take this. I don't even need a bag. So we'll get this home. We'll likely have to take the batteries out because a lot of these, I can tell it's sealed originally, a lot of the batteries corrode over time, and in all likeliness, it's probably corroded beyond belief inside. So yeah, we'll play a little science experiment on the underside, and we'll get this puppy up and running. If not, this is going to look great atop the mantle. So yeah, great additions today.
James says, I'm the captain now.
I'm the captain now.
I'm the captain now. Greg, take care, buddy. Good seeing you, man. Thanks for stopping by here for this special on-camera Saturday Live at 7 5 episode. So again, just kind of ping-ponging back and forth a little bit here. AEW reveals. I can cheat because I can cheat and look at the camera.
Yeah, please do. Please do.
Yes. I would add that all of your, I say more recently signed guys over the last 6 months, more importantly, the guys who made their debuts at All Out. Was it, I believe what it is?
Was that Memorial Day or Labor Day? Everything goes together.
End of the summer.
So that would have been
when we got
All Out.
All Out. Yep. We got Adam Cole, baby, announced. We also are seeing our first CM Punk in the line for AEW. We are also getting the Thunder Rosa figure.
Yep.
I believe 2.
Correct.
Chase.
There's the Chase with that. You have the, is it the Bryan Danielson? There's also included as well. And I think towards the end of the day, they snuck in Hook as well.
They hooked us with that one.
They're going to send Hook. They're not going to ship Hook. They're going to send Hook to all the fans out there. But Jamie Hayter, who hangs out with the Good Doctor, and that's going to be coming out as well. But the Luminaries edition for the Unmatched wave that's going to be coming out.
So incredible. Tell them about it.
The deal that ended up, transpiring over time. The Owen Hart Foundation being established here through AEW. They're producing a figure, and if you get a chance, go on to Ringside, check out the prototype that they eventually will have. They just put a picture, to represent the fact that yes, this next Luminary series will be indeed one of Owen Hart, and that's going to be amazing just to have have this figure in hand, and looking forward to the actual prototypes once they are produced. But that was big news today.
Yeah, and again, it just shows you how TK, because we're close friends. TK, Tony Khan.
Come on, speed that.
He just says he gets it. The way he handles things, he gets it. We mentioned earlier the Brody Lee -1, how he's brought in Andy Hubert into the company, how he's reacted to that untimely death, how he's been able to reach out as a wrestling historian and company owner and work out a deal with Owen Hart's widow. With the family. It's just so well done. And now we're going to see an Owen Hart figure in the AEW line, which is just amazing stuff. So that was one of the absolute best reveals today. Also, not quite a luminary, but definitely a visionary. I would add Taz is also getting his own figure as well. I'm not sure if we mentioned that yet or not.
Yeah, we're going to have a suited Taz, or at least a semi-casual attire Taz. And that's going to be, will it come with an FTW? Time will tell. Will that come with the title? Will that come with someone else who perhaps would be carrying the title? Absolute Ricky Starks. That was another announcement today.
Did you say absolutely?
Absolute. Is there absolute in that cup? Absolute Ricky Starks. Of course not. Kids are in the room. Absolute Ricky Starks. There's going to be the traditional figure, and then there's going to be that Chase variant. So again, they're bringing out all these different options for collectors to choose from. And this is, it's an exciting time. I think overall they had 6 to 7, off the top of my head, 6 to 7 different waves announced, and or they have the different images or prototypes pictured today. So it's a lot to digest, and it's a lot to consider. When the time comes, do you want to click that button and pre-order? There's quite a few things I know I have to, no doubt about that. But yeah, so much to consider, in this upcoming set of waves. So looking forward to considering.
You could thank me, by the way, personally, this about Action Figures, for all these amazing reveals. Because just yesterday, I made the damning comment to Six Packs, I'm slowly exiting from the AEW collecting. And then today, I'm like, my wall is now sweating, my heart is palpitating. I have been waiting since the first wave, the not so perfect first wave from Tony Khan's wave, for a suited Cody Rhodes. That's all I've wanted. I get why we got the Codys we received, but they revealed the suited Cody Rhodes with the neck tattoo, which is definitely the nightmare in the room, because is he going to another company? Suddenly contracts talks have stalled. Suddenly Ring of Honor is owned by Tony Khan. Will Cody show up tomorrow night and shock the world? We also got another Cody. We got our Homelander Cody, but it's not unmatched. It's not unrivaled. It is a
Supreme. They're going big. And again, it's going to have all those different heads for you to pick and choose from. All those emotions that Cody has when he would pop out from the underneath the Titantron and walk down to the ring. It's an amazing figure just to see what they had in the details spread around the show today. Just having all those different swappable accessories. It's going to be very hard if you're a casual fan not to pick this up and say, why do I not need this? Because just the detail paid to even the soft goods, and then looking at the head swaps, the details paid attention to the facial emotions, the actual emotions that the characters are portraying. It's simply amazing.
Yeah, so again, excellent, just an amazing, amazing cool day to get all these announcements coming out of AEW here in the Revolution weekend. Who knows what's going to happen with this pay-per-view tomorrow night. Before we get ready to close it out for the night, first of all, shout out to G-Force Racing 20. What's going on? Thanks for stopping by. Sorry, I said hello in the chat, but I wanted to say hi on camera as well. Day 2 tomorrow for ZoloCon. Great day 1 here today. Probably won't be here as long tomorrow. I get to start heading home at some point. But looking forward to taking a walk through. If you're here and you want to say hello, feel free to stop by. Say hello to us. We're obviously approachable. Love talking to everybody when we are over on the show floor. The GF's laughing that I said it that way.
You have your rabies shot.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, so
basically, if we're filming or something, just come say hi. We don't care. That's what I mean. But yeah, look forward to tomorrow. Some things I thought I might see today that I didn't. I did not see any Brody V's today.
There were none.
No, I think you saw one sting.
There was one sting, and it was the Walmart exclusive. The booth that I saw it was listed for $40, which, when you're looking at resale right now, that's a very fair price. I hope to find it in the wild myself. I have yet to find it, so that's on the list. But perhaps if it shows up again tomorrow, just might have to take that back and add it to the collection. But yeah. Yeah. So still on the hunt tomorrow, look for different things. There's so much. Just walking around, it's basically a circular pattern downstairs as you work your way around through the Fuge. Just so many tables to check out. So many friendly faces of the vendors from their past away shows. So very happy to interact with them today, talk with those individuals as they do a great job cutting these shows, providing product for us, the collectors, to get in our hands and take a look at. But ultimately, it's going to be a great day tomorrow as well. Overall, closing thoughts on ZoloCon in general. What do you think? It's great to be back in person, and a lot of the folks, again, I'll reiterate the fact that we've chatted with so many folks throughout the past 2 years. To see them in person today for the first time. So RG looking at Dark Joker's in, NJ Tree, and the Jersey Geek. Great to meet you today in person. Cheers, pleasure, and looking forward to meeting the next set of friends from this community. That's truly, this is a passion. It's a hobby. It's so much fun, and being able to now be out and about with all of you, it makes it so much better. Yeah, I agree, and it's just fun. It's a fun hobby, and I think the part that makes it the most fun, just to piggyback on what you said, are your regular collectors. Talking to the community, interacting.
Whether it is over Instagram, whether it's in chat rooms, whatever it might be, at shows. It's a good time to share our hobbies. So again, we'll be here tomorrow, hanging out for day 2. Looking forward just to some quick channel updates, if I may. Trying to, as I said, every drop of content out of this weekend. So on the way here, plus the previous day yesterday, I'll have a toy coming out Tuesday night, showcasing basically some things, this basically back and forth that I had with that, as well as the drive down. I was able to pop over very quickly after the ZoloCon to do a show tour over here at Toy and Comic Heaven in Willow Grove, Pennsylvania. Love going there. That actually was there for the first time about 5 years ago. I try to get there at least a couple times a year now. So we'll be getting that out as well regarding that store hunt. Lots of stock meets in the background. It's me with those types of videos. But you make it work as best you can. We'll get some stuff for day 1 and day 2 of ZoloCon out there. And then looking forward to next weekend. Again, Saturday, VR Hobbies putting on the Pennsylvania, the Super Pennsylvania Toy and Comic Super Show. I kind of butchered the name a little bit. But go to VR Hobbies website. Google them, check them out. Awesome Instagram page. They have a brick and mortar store in Allentown, which is right down the mall from the giant area that the show is going to be in. Also, you can shop for their store on Instagram as well. So we'll be doing that next Saturday. So all through this week, hit you with content here from the show, and just basically try to let you see what we're seeing while we are out here. So with that said, thank you to SixPacksAndKnickKnacks for rolling in. Very good friend of the channel. We're happy to have him here on camera for the first time. Here on camera, face on camera especially. Hopefully we'll make that a tradition. If you're wondering if my ugly mug is going to be on every Wednesday night, it's not going to be. This is a night where we want to kind of converse and talk about what we saw here at the show. The format just lended itself better to being like this. When we're cracking open figures, cracking open cards, things like that on a Wednesday night, it's not about seeing me. It's about seeing what we're there to see and basically talking to each other and interacting, which we could do being on camera, right? As far as that goes. But with that said, if you're new, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It's free for you. It doesn't cost you a dime. Helps us grow the channel as we try to get as many subs as we can to get our content out as best we can to the collecting community. Leave a comment down below. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. It's greatly appreciated. Daily toy content, daily toy updates. Check us out at Instagram at thisabout_12 and now on Twitter also at thisabout_12. So everybody, take care, stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll be seeing all of you at the pegs. Bye, everybody. I'm going to do one of those like cool YouTube out things where I come up and go, ah, because I hit the button. Bye, guys.